Hello and welcome back to Right Shift with Pawan. Today we are launching a new series called In Conversation with AI. In this series, we'll pose the exact same deep, thought provoking questions that many of us quietly ask ourselves. Questions about technology, the future, and our place in it. And we'll put them directly to the leading AI models to see how they reason and respond. For each episode, I'll be comparing answers from two powerful free models, Google's Gemini and xAI's Grok. Of course, I'm interested to explore multiple options, but I would want you to go back and try for other AI models. And if you discover something interesting, please share it in the comment section below. I'd love to see the conversation grow beyond just these two models. Our opening question is one that continues to spark intense debate across the tech world. Can AI truly evolve on its own without any human intervention? Let's not delay any further. We'll go straight into the models and see what they say. For the fun fact, let's compare the answers from both of them and try to see how they are reasoning for the very same question. Whoa, this is surprising to me. The first time when I asked this question to Gemini, it said no, but now when I'm recording this video, in short, it says yes. But let's go through the answers and compare them, how they look in a brief moment. So Grok says, currently no. Yes, currently no. AI cannot truly evolve in a deep, open ended, fully autonomous way without human intervention. However, limited forms of autonomous self improvement already exist, and the trajectory points towards systems that could become dramatically more independent in the future, potentially within years rather than decades. Okay, let's try to understand. It, it says yes, it can become autonomous end to end, but AI can truly AI cannot truly evolve in deep, open-ended, fully autonomous way without any human intervention. That means AI definitely needs human in the loop. Of course, AI is generating content, right? We see one model saying something, the other model says something, which is right. Nobody knows which of the answers is right exactly. So we definitely need humans in the loop to understand what AI is actually trying to do, and we need makers to take call on which output is correct, right? Or if the output is not correct, how do we modify that, right? Okay, let us try to see how Grok is reasoning this, right? What evolve means in the context, right? Definitely biological evolution is not possible because that's random mutation, natural selection over generations, and no designer is needed. But AI evolution, self improvement, self modification, recursive enhancement, discovering better architectural algorithms, writing better versions of itself, or adapting in real time without humans providing new data, code changes, or oversight. That is for the AI evolution. What AI evolution means is that AI can improve itself by changing its own architecture, its own algorithm. Is it possible? True autonomous evolution would mean that an AI system that indefinitely gets smarter, more capable, open ended ways without humans in the loop for design, training data, curation, hardware maintenance, energy supply, or goal setting. Current reality, AI shows impressive limited self improvement but remains deeply dependent on humans because of the reinforcement learnings. Self supervised and self rewarding models are there, but still, even they are again AI models rewarding their own the output of another AI model, right? Even this AI model is limited to its own capability. Agentic and self-evolving systems. I know there has been a lot of discussion about the Claude doing all the coding and stuff, but yes, it can do end-to-end coding, but who will bear the risk if AI has made any mistake? Definitely someone has to be there. You cannot blame a system that it did wrong, right? Someone has built the system, takes accountability to it. I think growing further in future there'll be a lot of complications to for the multinational companies or any of the software firms to actually legally bind to the outputs of the AI. And we have been seeing cases in the industry for now how AI has been making mistakes and how those reports haven't been verified with humans properly. And just a provoking thought, imagine AI can generate content so fast, right? We need people with such expertise in that subject to be able to review that content, which is not possible if people don't do that job for a longer period, and which comes with experience. All of these above things that in the current state at least still require the human defined goals. How do we reward the outputs, and the initial architecture and training for that model or the agent, and then humans manage compute, electricity, and data centers. And we know that there are a lot of robotic data centers coming up in future, but still they need electricity and all that stuff, and human oversight to prevent drift, misalignment, or catastrophic failures. Yes, the path towards yes, is it possible? Several research directions are actively pushing towards more autonomous evolution. Recursive self improvement is still not there yet, maybe in your future. But if and when we reach AGI levels that can perform AI research better than humans, and dependency could drop sharply, an AGI could, in principle, design better hardware, optimize energy use, write its own successors, bootstrap entirely new paradigms. Hard limits that remain. I've been thinking about the hard limits beyond what Grok is providing, but let's talk about it. Uh, Physical reality, definitely. Electricity. AI will definitely need more electricity, more physical silicon cooling stations. Again, I mean the air conditioning and all. Uh, a lot of electricity is needed for that, and hardware is needed. Internet, and definitely humans or robots built by humans still control this, right? And then goal alignment, who sets ultimate objectives? Drift or value misalignment could occur, right? If something happens, who decides what is correct, right? Data and world interaction, without access to new real world data or sensors, evolution stops. Bottom line, right now it's a no on the Grok side, and let's see what Gemini has to say. In short, yes, but we aren't fully there yet. Let's see how it's reasoning. The yes. As of 26, the idea of evolving without human intervention has moved from science fiction to early stage reality. While we haven't reached the point where AI can build a better version of itself from scratch while unplugged from human oversight, we have developed recursive loops where AI performs the tasks that we previously the sole domain of human engineers. Here's how AI is currently evolving on its own. The mechanisms of self evolutions that's currently being used by the current AI models. Self-generated training data. We know that AI is generating data on its own to train other models. If you have seen terms like larger model, smaller model, it's more like larger model who has been trained with a very big data now can generate data which is concise and precise for very small models to be able to give accurate outputs. In that way, it is generating its own data, and it can critique its own out, outputs and score based on that, and then improve the outputs. Autonomous code rewriting, and we have seen that with Claude a lot recently, and algorithmic evolution using techniques like neuroevolution. AI can read different neural network architectures. The systems create 100 variations of subprograms, test which one performs best and kills off the weaker ones, effectively evolving in more efficient brain. The humans in the loop problem. Even though AI can improve its own performance, currently faces three major anchors that keep tied to human intervention: hardware, goal alignment, and model collapse. Again, we have seen the similar output here. What are what does AI still need? It needs the same kind of stuff here. The AI cannot yet mine minerals, build chips, or repair massive server farms it lives on. It is physically dependent on us, but I think in future maybe robots using the very same AI can come in, and systems communicating with the robots, or the AI communicating with the robots within the physical server farms could be a possible option. And then goal alignment, without human defined goals, make this code 10% faster and AI has no drive to evolve. Okay, this is something very interesting to talk about. The human urge to evolve, reproduce, and grow further, right? Generations after generations. AI does not have an urge to evolve. Someone needs to prompt it to do something, right? If there is nobody prompting it to do anything, AI just sits there, does nothing. So if an AI trains only on its own data for too long without fresh human inputs, it can start to hallucinate and degrade, a phenomenon known as a modal collapse. I think hallucination, if you're not heard of this word too many times, often generative AI just generates content out of nowhere, and we might be wondering whether the content is correct or not. And oftentimes, if the content is not correct, AI is hallucinating. It is just putting out the data in front of you. And if you prompt saying that what you have created is wrong, you need to fix yourself, it tries to reason why what it has created is wrong, and sometimes it even agrees with you even if it is correct. So things like this I have observed in my usage of AI. You can comment down if you have seen something like that. The risk, intelligence explosion, the theoretical end of state of autonomous evolution is called the singularity. If an AI becomes smart enough to improve on its own intelligence and that new version is even better at improving itself, the speed of evolution could move from years to seconds given the power, massive scale, and the electricity and everything that AI could have access to, right? Most experts in 2026 agree that while AI can improve, become more efficient, it does not yet evolve in the sense of developing its own new consciousness. Is it happening now? We are currently in the co-improvement phase where AI is writing the code and help humans build the next generation of AI. We are still the architects, but the AI increasingly is becoming the lead contractor. Would you like me to okay, it's suggesting me if I want to understand in any of the things below. But I think in short, one of the models says it's we are not there yet, and I don't think it's a possibility given these difficulties. Right now, no. But future may be possible, near future, 3 to 15 years, depending on who you ask. Potentially, yes. Systems cross into recursive, open-ended self-improvement, and the Gemini's answer is definitely yes. Please do ask the same question to different models, and do let me know in the comment section. Please follow for more and subscribe the channel for more such interesting content on AI and in conversations with AI. Thank you.